Alright, we're going to change it up a bit this time on the XJR1300. I'm going to start with the ride-along video, and then at the end I'm going to do the visual analysis just to see how it turns out. You might prefer it that way, being able to see the bike run before you see what it actually looks like, or maybe you like the other way. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section what do you think of it. Now, this is a big bike. This is very different to what we usually do. We're usually specializing in kind of 400cc bikes and below, so I would definitely rate this bike more so as an advanced rider bike. If you're getting into it, this is definitely not your first bike, and probably not your second one either, but it's quick, and I'm not going to be using maybe even a quarter of its power today, but you get the story of it. It runs great. It's a trade-in, so it's kind of being sold as is. We don't really know too much about these types of bikes, but from what we can see, she's riding nice. She's plenty of power throughout all the gears. She feels light enough, actually, surprisingly, as you get up to speed on her. Indicators, full beam, low beam, choke, all that working as it should be. And this is where I just find the bigger bikes to be a bit more cumbersome, is just this filtering. But maybe if I was a bit more of an experienced rider, I'd be a bit better at it, and more able to handle these larger bikes. Finds neutral super easy. She does have these crash bars on the left and right hand side, but I'll go over that more in the visual analysis later. Seat height wise, the bike is very wide, so you have a very wide stance when you're putting your feet down, so you could go a bit further back, but it's quite I wouldn't say it's a small seat height, but I wouldn't say it's a high one either. Being 6'2", I can get my legs down fairly easily both sides, which you would want to do with a heavier bike like this. So that's kind of it. So we'll just move on now past these traffic lights. Yeah, it's a very quick bike here. Like, that was about 10% throttle there that I was doing the speed limit in first gear, but yeah, she's super smooth. I mean, I 100% get these big bikes if you're doing motorway mileage. They make a huge amount of sense there, but in the city, I don't know, I'm just not so pushed on them. I prefer something smaller, lighter, easier to flick around in and out of traffic. But I do get the appeal of the power. It's nice to have that power, just being able to get it even up into the speed limit. It feels great. But now, this has been my first time. This is the biggest bike I've ever ridden, this 1300 now. I think we may have a video coming of a 1700 Harley Davidson we have. Come on, mate. 1700 Harley Davidson we have in for a service. We're just going to have to ask him, see if he's going to allow us to do a video on his bike. But if that happens, then that will definitely be the largest bike I've ever ridden, a 1700cc. Geez, you get into cars that have much smaller engines. The car I drive has a smaller engine than this, so that'll tell you the kind of power these things have. Super smooth power delivery, being 4 cylinders as usual. I do really like 4-cylinder bikes. They're probably my favorite, but I'm into the smaller cc, 400 and 250cc stuff, and the 4-cylinder a bit more rare. Obviously, when you go up, anything from 500s to, you know, up is all 4-cylinder stuff. Alright, so we'll try nip in here in front of these this Volvo. In fairness now, you know what, I kind of nearly take it back. It's a huge bike, but she doesn't feel it when you get going. She really, like, I'm able to filter in there no problem and find a neutral, and she doesn't feel super heavy when I'm at the lights here. She's very well centered, obviously, with the gravity, low center of gravity, I'd say, so it doesn't feel like she's going to tip over at all. She's very nice. She's really comfy. I should have tightened that before I came out, shouldn't I? I'm always a lazy bollocks with the mirrors. They're very important though. Anyway, we'll skip past these lights and just get onto the main straight before retro bike swim. Those dual discs at the front feel good actually. A lot of confidence in them. I'll just try to skip past here this bus. Man, that power is dangerous. I probably wouldn't trust myself on a bike like this. Just the power is just incredible. But yeah, no, this is coming on to the end now. This has been the XJR1300 kind of drive along video, see what it's like to drive. Perfect, everything working, no problems at all with anything, all the way through the gears, lights, everything's working. But if you have at this stage of the video, I would like you to subscribe if you haven't, and also like it, just before we get on to the visual analysis, which I'll cut into now. Alright, so we're into the visual analysis now. She's actually in really, really nice condition. We'll start from the front as usual then. Front tyres in good condition. You do have your dual discs at front and rear. Front mudguard has a slight mark here, as you can see, but didn't cut into the paint, which is nice. Front fork seals are good. Same with the right one here. Front headlamp assembly is good. Indicators nice. Odometer area all very good. Front forks, no real any signs of corrosion or anything like that. Engine area is nice also. Exhausts, no real signs of rust either. Bike is only 12,000 miles, so we'll kind of expect that. It does have these big crash bars on the left and right, as well as the this right hand side exhaust. You do have a slight nick at the back there, if you can see that. XJ1300 side panel, and the tank on this right hand side, all very good. No rips or tears in the seat. Rear handle, back plastics for the cowl is good. Today's been one bike. Rear tyres okay as well. Going on to now what is the left hand side. Plastics here good. You have the aftermarket shocks on it. There's a few little things on her. I'll show the main stand and the side stand. Just have her on the side stand now. Sorry, on this side there is some marks on the seat. Here, which I should have shown better. There, which is okay. Then the centre of the tank, then no marks to make note of. There's the 12,205 miles that are on her. Aftermarket levers, both on the clutch side and the brake side, which are adjustable. Going down onto the centre of the bike, again all very nice. No tacks on her. There's a dual disc and the disc at the back. So that's kind of been it. Seeing the condition of her, she's in very nice condition. She rides great. I'm not sure what she's going to be going up for sale, but it'll be in the description, in either the or in the description below. It'll be linked to the done deal page, or if you're on the done deal page, then yeah, what it is. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have liked the video, please do leave a like. Also subscribe if you haven't already. And finally, comment down below what you think of this XJR1300.